scamper. Up there. Come on, get out of here. There she's gone. Oh. The only problem is this frame is not staying where I want it to stay. So yeah, it's sticking there now because it's got that little bit of propolis on it. About even there and there. So we didn't actually see the queen this time.
That's right.
I'd say she's hiding very well today. Anyway, just going to smoke a little bit and we'll get the box lid back on. We've got a couple of really dark bees there too, Jeff.
Yeah, I know. Might be older bees.
Yeah. Well, usually the older ones are darker. Oops, sorry. No, that's alright, they'll stay because
I was just going to make this corn for it.
Yeah, that's alright. Whoop. We put that like that. You smoke along this edge. And then along this edge here where there are no bees at the moment. Hopefully you can slide this across gently. The little ladies will get out of the way. Smoke along there. Oh, hello. They're buzzing my suit here. I'm not real happy.
No, I was getting a few buds on my suit this time too.
Yeah.
Male too.
Come on, lady. There you go. Cool. Smoke along the top there and throw this little bee off. That's it.
Other way, goes backwards.
Oh.
Otherwise it won't even come quite so far.
Yeah, you're not half kidding.
That's got the cutout for the wire.
Right. Up the back. Figure it out. Did you actually have this just hooked on, did you, or?
No, it won't hook because it's half torn, so we just sort of had it wrapped around itself just so that it would sort of hold the wood a little bit. It doesn't have to be tight, it was just like a precaution, I think.
Yeah.
It's pretty rough to get from the window. It's just it got pretty windy the other day. So
Yeah.
just chuck that on there in case. The one guy was a big storm, and just as he looked out his window, saw the roof and the end roof blow off his eyes. We had to brace that in the storm and try and put it all back together again. Won't go anywhere.
Yeah, it's all weird.
I'm going to find you braces strap to the and pop the strap.
As they're getting stronger, you're going to find they're going to get a little bit harder to work with.
Oh yeah, because they're going to be
over
more
the next few months.
They're going to be more aggravated when you get in there.
But they're still quite a good hive, and it's also because of the heat of today is why they're a little bit upset as well.
working beautifully.
That's right. There's a few little bugs in the little oil tray, but not a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think it needs to be changed just yet.
No. I'll probably change it during the week.
Yeah.
I check it every day.
Yeah.
So you got two, I don't know if they're moths or just bugs.
Yeah.
And there's beetles.
There's a few little beetles, but there's not many. So the trap's doing its thing, which is good. Stops the beetles and bugs and everything. They all fall into the trap and drown.
People use chuckses as well.
Sorry?
They get folded up chucks.
Yep.
And they can fold up chucks in there.
Oh, okay.
The beetles must hit the chucks and get caught in the fibres. Can't get out.
Fair enough.
I think the oil works a bit more effectively.
You have the vent open, obviously.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's too hot to have it closed.
Oh, yeah.
Some people even pull the bottom tray out.
Yeah, well, they say you can. They do recommend it when it gets really hot.
That way they can ventilate properly.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you do that, it can actually give them too much airflow. And you really should, when you think about it in nature, they usually have one entrance and they do everything for that one entrance, and it can be quite small.
Yeah.
So they don't really need a huge amount of airflow. So cool. Alright, done for another week. I reckon maybe 2 weeks or a month, and I reckon maybe even 2 weeks you might be able to put the flow super on, Jeff.
I reckon.
Because their frames are all built out. They really, depends on who you talk to. I know if you talk to now your smoker's working. When you talk to your the flow people, everybody I've talked to with the flow hive mob, they actually reckon it'll be months before we could put one on, because what they reckon is you got to have that bottom box so chockers full of bees before you even consider putting it on.
Otherwise the bees
But the ones that I looked at that they showed me photos of, they actually look like they're ready to swarm. So what I reckon in about 2 weeks we open it up, have a look. I near on reckon we could probably put the flow hive on. We just put some wax on the plastic, even if we melt some. And if you wanted to, you could even take one frame out and put one of the brood frames up the top with more honey than brood.
Yeah, but then you have to take the flow frames out.
Only one.
Oh, worry about it.
That's if you wanted to. And then they will move up, because I'll protect those brood until they hatch. And they'll also then work that foundation up the top. But I reckon...
Yeah, be careful you don't have the drones and everything up in there too.
Well, that's the thing. You've got to check what you've got. You can't just put any brood frame in there. You've got to be very careful.
I don't even worry about it.
But no, that's just another suggestion I've heard. But I honestly reckon about 2 weeks we have another look, and if that's packed, we'll bring the flow hive up with us. Make sure we've already put wax on it, ready to go. Put it on. That wax will entice them to come up. I mean, you could even, if you wanted to, have the flow frame sitting here, and I could just shake 1 or 2 frames of bees onto it without the queen. Put the frames back in.
No, because if it's full enough of bees, I'll just go up.
Well,
anyway.
I think so, but I've had other suggestions.
We'll see. We'll wait, because if it gets to the point where we think put the super on, we'll put the super on, and we'll just keep an eye on it. If the bees aren't going up into the super.
No, that's it, because you'll have the glass
windows.
Sights on the side, so you can have a look. It's easier to see what they're doing.
If they're ignoring it,
well, then we'll have to do something.
then we can worry about it.
That's probably a better way of doing it.
Yeah.
All right,
We just
cool.
set it off and
No worries.